Wow, it has power. Hey guys, today we have a 2025 Volvo V60 Polestar Engineered. Now, the V60 represents a segment that is basically dead in America, as there isn't that many wagons left on the streets. So if you grew up around them, consider yourself lucky, and if you're a car enthusiast, run to the nearest Audi, BMW, Mercedes or Volvo dealership to get one. So let's talk about today's hero, the V60 PE. So it's a compact wagon that has only one competitor, and it's an Audi A4 Allroad. And Allroad is a lifted wagon that's more of a competition to the V60 Cross Country, which is a lifted variant of the V60. It has more cladding, higher ground clearance, mild hybrid powertrain. It's, your everyday car. The flagship V60 uses Volvo's top-of-the-line T8 powertrain and has some goodies from Polestar that make this a more performance-oriented vehicle. So let's talk about those goodies that we get from Polestar first. We get six-piston front Brembo brakes, adjustable Öhlins dampers, meaning you can manually adjust them, go under the hood up front and twist them up to set up the stiffness that you want. Same in the back. It's a little bit more challenging. You have to lift up the car out in the rear and go to the wheel well, and then you'll be able to adjust the dampers in the back. We also get strut front bracing from Polestar and stiffer springs. That's basically it. The powertrain is the good old T8, which has been improved over years. So in its newest iteration, it's got a bigger battery pack. It has a more powerful electric motor, which now makes 143 horsepower. The electric motor is mounted on the rear axle. Up front, we have a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that was twin charged in the past, but it's lost the supercharger. Now it makes 214 horsepower. So the ICE powers the front axle. We get electric motor in the back, meaning the car has all-wheel drive system. It does a pretty good job distributing torque, and it's very smart. We're gonna go around a couple of those corners a little bit more aggressively in a second, and I'll show you guys how the car behaves. It is a plug-in hybrid, meaning you can do around 41 miles in pure electric mode, and honestly that's adequate because that's an average American commute. So you can come into work, charge it at work if you can, or go to work, go back home, charge it, plug it in. The car is going to be fully charged overnight. The powertrain makes a total of 455 horsepower, 523 pound-feet of torque, so that's a lot. The engine is mated to an 8-speed AC unit, so it's the same unit that Volvo uses across their gas-powered vehicles. Without further ado, let's put the car into the Polestar mode, and see how it drives. Wow, it has power. Oh, it sure does. You get a lot of low-end torque, and obviously that extra torque from the electric motor helps. The all-wheel drive system smartly distributes power. The car doesn't wash out the front end. There is some safe understeer, but that's okay. Also, it's only 53 degrees out, and those Continental Performance tires would require some work to get them up to the temperature. There's some body roll, but it's nice. I have the dampers in their the softest setting, so there's gonna be some understandable body roll, but the overall body control is good. The brakes are amazing, given the fact that they have to deal with regen braking and with using actual pads on rotors. We have a very nicely set up braking system. I really like it. The 8-speed transmission offers manual mode. It's not quickest to respond. Down into third. When we engage the B modes, we also get increased regen braking. It puts a smile on your face. It's fun to drive. It stays predictable. The car is not surprising me, but I wish the steering was a bit more communicative. It's typical Volvo stuff, meaning the front end feels very numb and you don't really get an idea of what's happening with the front axle. Anyways, enough of that. Let's put it back into hybrid mode. We have 15 miles of pure electric range, so we can let the car use its electric motor. We can engage one pedal driving because why not? And let's talk about what it's like to drive the V60 Polestar on a daily basis. I like it. I really like it, and I'm not saying this as a Volvo fanboy. I like the fact that it's a wagon, that it's a very niche product, and one of those, if you know, you know. The enthusiasts definitely appreciate V60s and even more when they see a Polestar Engineered badge. And as a daily, a plug-in hybrid is a very good solution and meets the requirements for most people. Like I said, you get around 41 miles of pure electric range. That's plenty for your daily commute. Obviously, if you do 40 miles one way, well, we're gonna run out of that battery and the internal combustion engine will have to kick in, but I can guarantee you that you will be very happy with how this powertrain operates. It's super smooth. There is basically no NVH. Sometimes you can't even tell when the internal combustion engine kicks in. Volvo perfected the isolation and insulation of this unit. It is very nice. You know, the power delivery is nice and smooth. It's not as wonky as it was with the old supercharged units. That unit sometimes didn't know what was going on, and it's funny because Volvo had that supercharger to kind of give you that linearity of a naturally aspirated engine. That didn't work out. They thankfully dropped the supercharger, so the unit is turbo only and it works great. There's a good amount of space in the back, and the trunk is also practical. At the end of the day, it is a wagon, so you buy this car for practicality. Anyways, if you guys have any questions about the V60 Polestar or any other Volvos, drop a comment and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you all later.